Gamers, gals, and my non-binary pals. We are back today with, of course, the good old React content. We can't have too many discussions on this channel. What is this? Original content? Can't have that. So, of course, back to the good old coal mines, back to the reaction quarries, MBT, with what terrible Yu-Gi-Oh decks are you playing after the new ban list? There was a new ban list lately. It was pretty good, I'd say so myself. Wasn't too crazy, wasn't too silly. A couple of questionable unhit, but a lot of new garbage decks have returned, and they're trying to claim some spotlight. Give it a little watch, and let's see what MBT viewers like to play. Like Super Quant, C, Stealth Crag, and FTK.
Hey everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka...
What the fuck is this?
And we are back with another Twitter thread. We just had one of the most interesting ban lists of all time. Some individuals thought that it was very good. Some individuals thought, boy, Fire King Snake Eye still seems really powerful. But I'm asking you individuals, what are you playing in the upcoming format? And I am beginning with my boy. He's back. He's at 3. We got him out of his shitty apartment. He is all the way back. All right, what do you all have?
First, this video was brought to you guys by Imperium Duelist. Imperium makes some of the best Yu-Gi-Oh accessories and apparel, full stop. In fact, I religiously used their cherubim oversleeves for over a year at one point. And speaking of accessories, we've come together to create the Hoppin' Around playmat. You're all my little drama frogs, and I wanted to create a piece of art that is actually some form of usable merch. It comes in 2 colors, monochrome and hot pink, which is my favorite color by the way, and I am in love with how they turned out, both the single and 2-player variants. Pick up a playmat, be sure to use my code Stevie10 on all products for their site for a 10% off discount, and be sure to tag us when yours comes in.
All I'm saying is that the only deck you should be playing is Runic Stun. Runic Stun in the upcoming format? Oh my god. This shit is basically unbeatable. You play this deck, it's fucking over, bro. This is the fucking deck. Like, tell me what beats this. Silent Force? Hell no. Silent Force fucking loses to a single skill drain. Or like a single Runic Destruction. This is the bee's knees. This is what dreams are made of. God bless America and God bless skill drain. Hey, let's go back to MBT viewer decks.
Odious. Okay, I was with you in the first half. Watching this deck do well in some OCG events got me really excited to play the deck. Gotta keep the pendulum hype going. What the fuck is... What? This is an OCG list that goes crazy. Oh, you're just playing the 2 Melodious monsters? I could fuck with it. That's not terrible.
Where's his dick?
I've been playing Alestrals. While the format's couple of Colossus weeks die down, I am so frustrated that they made this list legal for Raleigh. 1, because it invalidated a significant amount of my testing, and 2, because I know that 80% of the fucks in that room are going to be playing Colossus, even though it's bad. I'm actually...
Colossus is good. Colossus is fine. It's bad if your deck's only game plan is to make Colossus. But otherwise, Colossus is like fine. It's so okay. Also, let me get a shoutouts to every mother who was testing like Snake Eye Pure, and just like all that testing has gone out the fucking window now that that deck just doesn't exist anymore. Thumbs up. I believe in you, MBT. You will get that top. You can get the YCS messenger bag. You can get 2nd place. I believe in you. Thank God I'm based and only tested cool decks. I'm based and only tested stun. And there's a reason my friends don't play test with me anymore. It's pretty depressing. I spend too much time in online poker rooms now.
Actually so excited to try out Lightsworn again, now that no one is playing tier anymore. Do we tell them? How many Minervas are we going to make? Easy.
Oh.
Dyer, do you have any friends? Do you have any bulk? I need to know. GCD says
Play
Raid Raptors.
Mahjong.
Tons of fun, very rewarding, very appreciative of some of the hits. I loved them last format. I'm looking forward to playing them more in post-lead and post-ban list. And if anyone does Protoss call Dark on me, I'm going to drive into a wall. I think right now Protoss is calling another attribute. You'll probably be fine.
Raid Raptor is such a silly deck. I remember one time at a non-OTS locals, I was against Raid Raptor in like the finals, and I just like Runic Destruction the rank up spell on draw phase. Tell me what that deck does. Tell me what that deck does if you just like set 4 floodgates, MST the back row, activate Runic Fountain, and you just like, you're chilling. This deck looked so scary for like 2 minutes, and then like once you learn how to play against it, it's like the most fraudulent deck of all time. Now, if you're playing Snake Eye, you're fucked. This is actually the best deck of all time. But if you're like any other deck with any form of removal, then like it just doesn't matter.
Game 1. Thunder Dragon was the first deck I ever topped locals with after Colossus ban. Playing it with modern support and Colossus is too good to pass up. Out with Monodium, in with Sword Soul. Labyrinth is in a decent place right now. PK Sparks thinks Labyrinth is in a decent place every format. More of wishful thinking.
Labyrinth is not. Labyrinth wasn't even in a decent place last format. Labyrinth is just so bad. As much as I want to believe that Labyrinth is going to be good with all the new support that it's going to theoretically get, as well as like normal trap support like the Emperor's Keep, just the reality of the situation is like, as long as a fire deck is relevant, Labyrinth is just not going to be playable. There are too many issues that Labyrinth has versus fire decks, as well as to a degree Silent Force, just because it has so many layers of protection as well as interruption, that overall just Labyrinth is not in a great spot. It's not even in a good spot, just in a bad spot. Not poggers.
But with the death of Baron and Savage, I have hopes this archetypal boss negate will move in to fill the slot that fuck off generic combo decks will be leaving in the game. I hope you're right. I'm nothing if not consistent, said Cursed Eyes.
Whatever it takes.
I don't
Good
do you
old
even
Super
pay
Quad.
attention to the ban lists? You've been slinging this same 55 for the last 5 years. Oh, I guess, you know, they did have to figure out that Speedroid Terror Top is good. I believe that she can win. I mean, probably, right? Like, we all kind of
Best card ever printed.
I have plans that I cannot divulge because the haters are trying to sabotage me. There are field spells that need destroying,
Protect
but
the
the
fountain.
haters are
Some
trying to
you can-
sabotage me. I think the second wave of support is trying to sabotage you as well. Infernoble Knight.
Shout out to the worst CCG archetype to have come out within like the past 5 years. Even Warrock was more fucking playable. It's such a monkey's paw because the negates being gone are great, but they're replaced by Kira non-targeting pops every turn. Yeah, it really did just kind of turn into, oh yay, we no longer have to deal with dumbass generic omnis, into, wait, we still have to play against fire cards. Like, Kieran is still one of the most broken fucking cards of all time. It's called by the grave, it's extension, it's a pop, it does fucking everything. Like, goddamn.
Knights plus my goat Gearfried. It's so funny that people are still playing Infernoble Knight. They were like, no, Isold was kind of holding us back. And the funniest part of it is, I think that they might be right. I think it might have been. 4 more years. I think a Y is not needed. It is crazy that Brandon continues to be around. Long live the king.
Whatever
It's
it
been like a
takes.
year now that everyone's been devastated by the price of Yu-Gi-Oh! And throughout the entire year, a $50 Runic deck and an SP has been winning major events, and people tend to ignore them. It's crazy. I don't know how many times Stun can do well at an event before we stop going, it's a fluke. We're like, oh no, it's like a fluke. It's like, we might have to care about this shit. We're so...
When Christian Urena is saying like, yeah, Stun is a really, really good deck that you have to consciously prep for, that's when you know Stun is basically a fucking tier 0 or tier 1 threat. Like, Stun is just so fucking good right now. Not like normal Stun. Normal Stun is fucking like horseshit, because that deck has like so many issues of consistency and like, and just being able to have its board broken by like 500 cards. Runic Stun is so specific and so specifically good versus meta decks that it's like, what are you supposed to do about it most of the time? It's crazy.
So back. Don't tell anybody. I think they might actually be so back. This deck is good. Excited for a lot of things. Crystal Beasts are a huge winner of this ban list because Pegasus is a 1-card Protoss lock. Don't need to know that. And some brews were already natively on Corridor for rank 4 purposes. Also been really hyped about the kinds of setups you can do in Hero with 3 Mali.
Awesome.
What the fuck
Mudball
happened
Man!
to your Mudball Man? It's not a meta deck. It's not a sleeper pick. I don't
It's just
even
bad.
think it's particularly well positioned. That said, I will keep discarding Harp Horror off of Orchestrated Return until Konami tells me I can't anymore. This man Gucci down to the socks, but need Babel? Bestial Thunder Dragon, no doubt. It will become more how I want to build the deck. Horus for Photon Lord and Friends to get Thunders out of hand. Normal Armageddon Knight, Dump Dark, combo with Mallies if I don't draw FD for DPE. That sounds fun. Oh my god. You banish Shift to increase the attack of one of your monsters.
Oh, what the people will play fucking anything. My friend Jesse was asking in like our group chat if anybody had like 2 to 3 copies of like Black Goat Laughs. I think I figured out why.
Monsters. Corridor Target Shift. The grind can't
Corridor
stop.
Target
It
Shift,
won't
whatever it
stop.
fucking takes.
Tier Elements is the one deck I never get tired of using. Might even try Lightsworn variant for lead. This is the thing. When we told you to get it twisted, when we said 90% of gamblers
Keep
quit right
gambling.
before they hit it big, we weren't just talking about the games. We were talking about the formats. It's coming back in a big way, baby. Well, Baron.
Everyone in Yu-Gi-Oh says, oh, gambling is bad. Gambling is a vice. you shouldn't gamble because gambling is a sin and goes against religious practices. What if we just said, fuck it, we ball? Why do we have to demonize gambling? I can't believe they printed an infinite money machine, also known as a casino, and society just demonizes it. Like, chat, all you have to do is take out a loan from a bank for $500,000, and then you make the most sick parlay of all time. First leg, Draymond Green, 10 3-pointers. We're gonna create generational wealth today, chat.
In his band, so I'll have to play Perfection to insulate my Chaos Max lock. Don't you duelists get tired of Omni Negates? This deck scratches the I love playing this game in this way side of my brain. I haven't put it down in 4 months. I don't intend to stop now, and I get to dap up Shifter every time I see him. I've been having fun testing Kashtira Striker Orchest. I'm interested. Been playing around with a few strategies, and I think going forward, this is the one I want to play for this upcoming format.
Cholesterol.
The true measure of a broken card is not how good they are in bad decks, but how good they are in good decks. Therefore, I will be playing Malicious and Armageddon Knight in Snake Eye. What are you doing with this card? It doesn't do anything.
Send it off the All-Star.
Why is no one saying Rika? Rika looks fun. I have been waiting for years for Colossus to come back. I'm cooking up a pretty sick Runic Bestial Thunder list that has propelled Thunder Dragon back to my favorite deck. It is a cool control list with a lot of grind game to it. Regrettably, this does not look bad. Control in quotes? I don't know, like it kind of is, right? Why am I still allowed to do this?
Albion!
Great question!
Albion to 3!
Holy, what a good fucking question. Incredible question. I don't know. Been playing PK for 3 years. Sure as hell ain't gonna stop now.
Speaking of dog shit dark deck, I'ma say it. This might sound crazy, but I'm gonna say it. I think Branded having Albion might be fine. This might sound fucking insane. This card should objectively be banned, but I think Branded is so bad that having like one shitty like meme FTK, pseudo FTK isn't the end of the world. Just because people figured out how to beat Branded, you know what I mean? Branded was so decent for like a month, and then every one of their moms just started being like, all right, no more fucking around. We're beating Brandon today. Like, Brandon's got a crazy ass game 1, but game 2 and 3, oh my god, well, you're fucking cooked.
You're gonna look like the Phantom Knights of Rusty Barnish. Magispector. They can put up diverse interactions, especially with Kieran. The problem is it dies to Imperm or Valor on new, and if you play a hand trap against the best deck, they auto win. Has potential, not in this meta though. Behold, perfection. I don't want to see it. I respect Dimax a lot when it comes to decks with birds in them, but Dimax's goblin lists are like the worst things I've ever laid eyes upon. 49 card goblins.
49?
What do you want me to say about this? The number one thing I'm wondering is,
it takes.
what the fuck are you talking about? 49 cards. They've replied, 49 is a math thing, by the way. Oh, is it? It's going to be so funny. It's not going to be this deck, first of all. But it's going to be so funny when someone eventually tops with a deck that's mostly replaceable stuff that is playing like 51 cards or something stupid, and they just like walk people through the proof. As we close,
it's crazy. It's like the thing with siding patterns it's like the thing when Yu-Gi-Oh players and deck profiles, they'd be like, yeah, I played like 43 cards, and I played like 1 Lava Golem, 1 Sphere Mode, and like 1 Ariana in the side deck for my Labyrinth, just because the siding patterns work out that way. And I was one of those fuck asses. I'ma say it. I'll admit I was a fuck ass, but it did make sense because I did get it from Yuhan and Korean, and well, I mean, they're the same fucking person. I don't know why I said it like that.
This episode, I'd like to say, why are you all so excited to play Thunder Dragon Colossus? Have you read that card? Do you know what it does?
Decks.
You're okay with that? Okay, far be it from me to question people's loyalty to a floodgate.
Anyways, let me know what your favorite floodgate is in the comment section down below. Bat chest. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Goodbye forever.